After my mother shouting for almost a good hour, he would respond nicely. He would turn around and say to her, "You are crazy." Then he would continue looking outside the window. And we those are things that we pick up in our psyche. And hence I asked the question two-pronged to say, how did we observe? Did our parents ever sit down with us and say, this is how conflict is handled? And then I asked, did we learn by observing? And then maybe the other question I would want to ask is this. In conflict, have you ever found yourself reacting like one of your parents? When you look back, have you ever found yourself behaving like one of your parents inside conflict? Okay, you want to share? And then, yeah, sometimes you do keep quiet. Right, my brother there. The, Doc. Yeah. So you found yourself repeating them over and over again. You know why I ask this question? We normally become what our parents were in terms of conflict resolution. Because we generally approach conflict resolution the way our parents approached it. Because no one else has taught us conflict resolution except our parents. And it's funny that most of our parents teach us conflict resolution by us observing them, not by them sitting down and talking to us. I only remember one day, when my father called me aside, he says to me, he could see that I was on the edge with my mother. I wanted to really, my temper was really almost out there. He calls me to the side. He says, you know what? Your mother is very talkative, and I've lived with her all these years. So I would want you to just let her be, let her express herself, and continue with your life. And so when she started talking, I remembered my father's words. So when she was talking, I was just listening and just counting the minutes. When will this end? Yeah. And so my temper did not jump out. So sometimes